Hi Taurus, welcome into your general monthly reading for the month of February 2025. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. But as you can see, we're going to begin with the good old Light Seers Tarot and then see where the reading takes us. So let's do a beginning shuffle and see what we are beginning with. Alrighty, for my amazing Taurus, for this upcoming month of February, the Nine of Pentacles. In the last attempt to get your reading done, I got the direct message of you and other people in your life being reminded that you are an earth sign, that you're a hardworking and successful individual who holds a lot of independence and hope within their energy. You may find that you're regaining hope for certain aspects of your reality, your path moving forward. But either way, I feel for whatever reason, if not multiple, you're helping other people regain and maintain levels of hope within their energy fields. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is a time where money is taking a huge focus. Work matters are taking a huge focus, and we will do your money and career read separately for this month. But there's a huge focus on you gaining good karma because of the kind soul that you are, because of you getting up and doing the right thing, helping other people, even when you don't have to, but deciding that you are the type of person that wants to help other people. But it feels like a time for you where you're working hard and putting in the effort to improve your life in certain ways. And that includes self-care, cleaning up your physical reality, maybe cleaning up your life otherwise, and assisting people in between, in the midst of all of which. But it feels like a time where, as I did hear the message before beginning the reading of I want it all, I will have it all, with this reaching for the pentacle kind of energy with the, what I consider is a dove for this deck, on top of which it's this feeling of you reaching for more, not settling for less than you deserve, than you want, where I wouldn't be surprised if this collective, or winding back, excuse me, at certain points, you've settled, right? Whether it was in your dating life, whether it was when it came to career, a financial investment or two, when it came to, you name it, right? It could apply to literally any aspect of your life, any area. And so it's this point where you're holding this confidence, this true value and worth, where you're reminding other people, whether you notice you're doing this or not, you're reminding them, maybe highlighting in a new way for them, your value and your worth within that situation and in general. And I feel it's really making a difference, okay? But yeah, so I feel you are just reaching for more and you're not settling. And so this is going to leave you with maybe more than you expect, but definitely at the very least, again, what you want, what you deserve, what is meant for you. But look at the Magician popping up on the board. This is a month, my friend, where you're going to be feeling like the Magician at certain points, or maybe the whole month for some, where I guarantee the recent past is showing you certain levels of evidence, certain forms of which that you can manifest whatever you want, whatever you need, even if that comes to be. And so I feel this is a time where, with the infinity symbol, Spirit saying the possibilities are endless. So run with it. What do you want next, right? What have you yet to manifest, where just because it may feel delayed or a little bit further out than you wanted or expected, it still is in divine timing, right? Sometimes we forget that things need to change in certain ways, or one particular way, be adjusted and switched up before a certain manifestation or co-creation with Spirit can come to be. But knowing and even remembering that you have it in the bag, that's kind of the energy about this collective in the cards we have so far. Where, shifting over onto this side, we have the King of Swords, talking about you being this wise, experienced, very almost a know-it-all kind of energy, and this not being an energy in a way of doing this and that throughout the month that rubs people the wrong way, or even adds a heaviness or an uncomfortable feeling to whatever ends up being at hand in that moment or throughout that period. But it actually works to your advantage and the advantage maybe of others, and whatever you're applying yourself towards accomplishing, or maybe who you're connecting with is what I'm hearing. But I've come a long way and I'm going to go further. Did you hear the little bit of a jump in my throat, in my voice when I said that? There's almost a little bit of, or certain levels of emotion wrapped up into that. You know what I mean? Because I feel you haven't had it completely or at all easy up until this point. And so it's this confidence, this pride that stems from that way, you know, and it translates into this way of being where you're carrying yourself with your chin held high and your chest out, kind of, if that makes sense. But there are moments when people will ask you questions, bring things up in conversation randomly throughout the month. It may be spiritually guided, but either way, your energy is drawing in these questions, these topics, reminders, maybe even. And I feel you will somehow impress whoever ends up approaching you, whether you realize this or not. Now, I'm also getting, as I lose my breath a bit, the magician imagery over here of this guy is reminding certain people to meditate, being drawn to this reading because you are more grounded, right? And when you're not feeling grounded as a Taurus, naturally you're going to feel off. You know what I mean? And so the month reminds you at certain points, or maybe as a whole for some, to get up and meditate. Maybe find a way to meditate even if you're in the midst of being busy somehow, in the middle of your day, in the middle of your week, month, right? To focus on your breathing, okay, on your breath, and watch that benefit you greatly. And some of which honestly are being shown the way by spirit in one way. They're saying meditate at the beginning, in the middle at least once or twice, and at the end of your day. It's essential for you, okay? But let's keep pulling. I want to put these, we'll keep them there. We'll pull 4. There's also a feeling of you literally not rushing for anybody. This is not the first time I've mentioned that in a Taurus reading, but it feels like a month, my friend, where you are pacing yourself. You're noticing things more clearly in a more detail-oriented way while flowing. And I feel this is helping you greatly in regards to whatever you are committed to, accomplishing, whoever you're connected to, where I feel, and I can relate, you've made certain mistakes recently or in general where it's because you were on the go, go, go. You were maybe feeling this rushing energy or forcing an energy coming to be without meaning to. And so Spirit's saying, as you do things at your own pace in your own ways, and you maybe even double or triple check things, the mistakes aren't there. The slip-ups aren't there. The messes are less frequent or just not there. Does that make sense? And so there's a clean or cleaner rather way about how things are coming together, being accomplished, being connected. I want to say even falling into place, as I just got a vision of the 4 of Wands. But look at this. Sorry I didn't pull that on camera, but the 6 of Wands. You're going to feel victorious, my friend, and this for some is a long time coming, but either way, it's well-deserved. It's meant to be at this point along your path. With the hands in the background, there's a lot of energies that want your Taurus attention, but just simply need to take a deep breath because you have a lot going on within and outside of you. And maybe you're simply not meant to, in that moment, provide them with that attention of some sort. But then there are going to be people who are gaining more support as well, right? Being drawn to the reading and this coming through in different ways, say somebody asking, how are you today? You know, and that meaning more to you than you expect or than they would even expect. People wanting to support your business for some, wanting to support you through your job. But this coming through in both what feels like a personal and a work related, maybe finance related kind of ways. Anyways, but again, this giving very standing tall and proud at this point, but not in an arrogant, boastful kind of way. But there are certain points where they just showed her in a forward direction, bowing, taking a bow. They're telling you that that's what you should be doing at certain points because you're doing a really a really good job, a really great job. You know what I mean? And you're impressing people left and right throughout the month whenever you choose to, or just naturally put in the effort in one way, shape, or form. As I wouldn't be surprised if the spotlight's on you at certain points, whether you choose this for yourself partially, fully, or not. And that works to your advantage. It leads to victory, okay? But I also feel like some of what's drawn to the reading are manifesting more victory in a certain endeavor within their life, if not a couple at most. And that is working to your advantage. It's helping. You know, things are growing, something's proceeding quite nicely. And I feel, if we didn't mention already, that feels like for some a long time coming. But I also want to say that with this wreath here, completion is a must, giving me this circle imagery. We're needing you to feel like a prize at certain points in the midst of this month full of certain levels of completion, and maybe even one level of completion I'm getting elimination, maybe even from the recent past, feeling like very end of January, that kind of energy, as I stutter a bit. Let's move on. Keywording. It's going to be a month where as things pop up and, flow and get accomplished, and maybe certain things are brought up that you aren't meant to speak about, okay? Or the conversation or moment shifts to a place where you shouldn't be associating yourself with it. Anyways, they're saying let's move on. The Ten of Wands, because I feel like you do have a lot on your plate. This could talk about heavy energy at certain points where you maybe need to shift away from that situation if you can, right? I get it if you have to still stay at work or whatever the case may be, obligations, responsibilities. But if you have the free time and the space within your current day at certain points throughout the month where you can leave that storefront, you can leave your housing situation, find somewhere else to go. Spirit will even help you at certain points in regards to give you some inspiration as to where to go. And I feel even the migrating, the traveling to wherever that is for you is going to be super important. Well, let's not take this for the board. Oh, they're saying one more message with this. Sometimes being the King of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician can lead to certain levels of heaviness within your energy field. And so you're needing to understand that you can deal with this as I keep pointing and tapping on the suitcase, but they're saying it's not always yours to carry. So just take a deep breath, cleanse your energy, and adjust your perspective if need be. Moving on to the Moon card. Yeah, in the midst of being this wise, experienced soul, you're giving off mysterious vibes, maybe even a little bit of emotion at certain points. I mean, you can't go through all that you've gone through and expect not to have emotions, lingering at certain points or just popping up for you. But either way, I feel they're saying everything in your life has a darkness and a light to it, okay? And it is a month where, once again, you're meant to maybe heal that darker side, but more so shine your light for the world to see, going back to this very stage limelight energy. But I feel it's a month for you where you're getting to know yourself better, and this keeps popping up in Taurus collective readings for this channel because you're continuously changing, and that's not a bad thing, but then that really pushes you to throughout every experience, accomplishment, connecting to and even moments of doing nothing to better get to know the newest version of yourself. Look at this, the Three of Pentacles, my friend, because it's a month where people are paying close attention to you at times, and this may highlight in the recent past when this has happened, where people are paying too close of attention to you. I need my moment of solitude, or you just don't need to be paying attention to me right now. But let's finish off your reading by pulling some of these Wisdom Oracle. I'm going to be real with you as I'm getting the message of this being a month where you may feel it's long, okay? It's longer than certain other months thinking back. It's feeling like, not like it's dragging on, but it's just almost extended, okay? I feel you need a reminder that time is on your side, that there's enough time in each day, week, and throughout this month. But a leg up, look at this. Now, I feel this is stemming from not only your spirituality, but other people, a situation or two in your life. And that definitely could be stemming from, spiritual orchestration, if you will. But let's put this over here. Your manifestation way of being and your ability to reach for that hope and your independence is definitely giving you a leg up and leading you towards more victory, more abundance as a whole in different forms. But exchanging gifts, I'm not going to take this one for the board, but it does feel like you are receiving gifts throughout this month and even maybe providing different, I want to say simplistic but complex forms of gifts to other people, if that makes sense. You may as well be seeing random faces throughout the month if you look closely there. And I feel there's a new way about how you're dancing with life, okay? And music will as well be a big part of this month for you. Mending, you might find that this is a time for you to, if we didn't say it already, clean up, get things in order, maybe mend a connection or two. And I feel this is going to feel very rewarding and easily come to be, even though it does entail, obviously, levels of effort of importance. And to begin to wrap up this reading, milk and honey. We're going to put it right here. As it is a time for you to receive, it's a time where you're meant to be a lot happier than you have been. And it's meant to be a very rich and improvement-oriented, hardworking time for you, okay? So that is what I have for you. I hope it was truly helpful. Don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. Everything is down below. Taurus, I will see you in the next one. Love and light.